Wrap it up, wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up. Come on. Yeah. Cause we're gonna wrap it up. Say wrap it up. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Quit talking like you got it. Put your money where your mouth is.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, how are you doing today? I'm your host as always, Thomas 100 aka TheXploder, and welcome to what could possibly be, yeah, of course, but what could possibly be, and I would want to do this on a regular basis, my new series, which is basically video logs. Well, I say video logs, this is more audio logs, since all you're going to be listening to is my voice, so this basically gives you the chance to listen what I have to say, and while you carry on with your day. So I like this idea. It's an audio log, so you guys can listen to it if you want to get my 2 cents on shit. If not, fair dues. I don't blame you. Right, so let's get this party started. Okay, so first things first, a little bit of news. In case you guys didn't realise, E3 happened. Yes, I know, only one of the biggest, if not the biggest gaming convention ever, and it happened. So, what stole the show at E3? Well, at least in my personal opinion, Sony really stole the show. Like, in comparison to, like, Nintendo did a fantastic job. Like, in comparison to last year's E3, where I thought Nintendo was just lacking a little bit, Nintendo stood up. Nintendo had some fantastic stuff to show, both on the Wii U and the 3DS in the coming months and into next year. So I'm really proud of them, but the one that stole it for me was Sony. It was just, Sony's press conference was really great, really well balanced. They weren't, like, the thing that I preferred over Sony's press conference rather than Microsoft's was that Microsoft's, it wasn't bad, but it just felt as if they were trying too hard to make you become a part of the Xbox family. It's like it was like as if they were in that tone where if you don't have an Xbox you're missing out. While with the PlayStation 3 it's like you might not necessarily have a PS3, but this is what we're going with. Which is quite nice, because it's not trying to force you in, it's just literally telling you straight what we're doing for the next year. That's awesome. I prefer that. I would just prefer to get the shit rather than shit, if you know what I mean. Gotta love that shit. So yeah, Sony stole the show for me. Games that really stood out for me during the entirety of E3 included the likes of Assassin's Creed 3, which looks badass, Tomb Raider, which looks promising. Have a few iffy bits about Tomb Raider, but I'll probably get onto that in another video log at some other point. What other ones were there? There was Need for Speed Most Wanted, the re-envisioning of Most Wanted, which kind of looks like Burnout Paradise, to be quite honest with you, but is made by Criterion, and so why not give it to those guys? Those guys clearly know what they're doing. We have... What else was there? There was PlayStation All-Stars, or Sony All-Stars, or whatever it is, which is the PS3 equivalent to Super Smash Brothers, the Super Smash Brothers series on the Nintendo side, but instead of having mostly Nintendo characters, we have Sony characters. So you have like Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank, the Big Daddy from BioShock, and a wad of other guys. So if you haven't actually found that one, and you do have a PS3, check it out, 'cause that game, I swear, will be a huge hit when it comes out to everyone, not just people that like casual play. I think that'll actually end up being quite more serious than people think. Many more games as well that grabbed my attention, which I might not necessarily go into here. But yeah, E3 generally this year round was amazing. Can't wait to see what the gaming industry has to offer from now onto the coming months into next year. I really can't wait, and I'm really impressed. So yeah, mini bit of news there. Booyah. So now that that's done with the news, it's time to go into a little bit with schedules and what's generally going to happen channel-wise for me. By the time this is released, I would have got my new PC, and if I haven't already made it, then I should have either a video before or after this goes up showing my new PC and going into more detail about what it has inside to show you the kind of power that it has behind it. And I would recommend watching that if you are a PC fanatic. But now I have got my new PC, things are going to be really badass. I've got a few things in the line that I am going to announce right here. One of the big things that I am going to do a really big, really fancy Diablo 3 review. It deserves a review now, muchly because it's been quite well patched by now. The real money auction house has been put in, and I've played it enough now to properly be able to review it. I just felt as if when I first picked it up, I couldn't just pick it up, play it for a day and review it. I can't do that. So I've had a really good length of time to play it with all the different classes as well. And so I'm going to do a really nice Diablo 3 review for you guys, just so that you guys know my personal opinions and maybe let you know whether it is worth getting or not. From a professional standpoint, of course. As well as a Diablo 3 review, I will be doing a lot more gameplay related videos. You can expect some more League of Legends commentaries, either commentaries whilst I'm in-game, showing off my failures and successes, as well as commentary over live matches as they happen. Which reminds me, if you want your match spectated and commentated by me, or me and some of the other guys on the TheXploder crew, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to hook you up and sort that out when the time comes, which would be awesome. As well as that, I'm also planning to do some Dota 2 commentary as well, spectating some Dota 2 matches and getting that out there. Because I am a big fan of Dota. I played the original Dota endlessly. So, of course, I'm in the beta for Dota 2 right now. I've been playing that on and off. And now that I've got my new PC, I can properly play it again. And, yeah, so you're going to see a couple of Dota 2 commentaries here and there, hopefully. As well as that, I'm also going to be doing... I'm going to be expanding on the How Not to Play series. Now, the How Not to Play series started out with Dark Souls, and the series was originally just going to be my version of a Let's Play series. But to be honest, I'm not a Let's Player. I'm more of a strategist, I'm more of a do something that just grabs your attention sort of thing. So I'm changing how the How Not to Play series goes. The How Not to Play series instead is going to be a series where I play a random game and simply let you know how I find it, as well as showing you basically how I play it as well, which 9 times out of 10 is how not to play it. So that will make more sense, and I'll be starting off this new series with How Not to Play Ghost Recon Future Soldier on the Xbox 360. Now, it's also available on the PC and the PS3 as well. So, if you do want to check out the uttermost failure of me in Ghost Recon, please check that out. That will be a fantastic video when that's done. As well as that, I will also be doing a How Not to Play The Binding of Isaac. Now, I am getting The Binding of Isaac now that I've got my new PC. But the thing is, I want to do a How Not to Play thing of my first ever go at The Binding of Isaac. Just because this is going to be, like, I've seen all the videos, I've heard all the reviews, I've heard all the comments. It's hard as hell. Like, some people will say it's hard as hell, other people will say that it's not really as hard as everyone says it is. Personally, I just find the look of it and the gameplay of it to be fun as heck, and I just want to have a go. And why the hell not? If I fail horribly, I want you guys to obviously laugh at how fail-tastic I am. So, by all means, join in on that one when that comes out. How Not to Play The Binding of Isaac. That'll be absolutely insane, I can tell you that. And last but not least, I will also be making a special series of videos for Orcs Must Die. I will be doing a special build strategy series that will go through all the missions of Orcs Must Die, or select a few of them, and show you some unique variations of what you can do with some of the traps. Whether it's wall traps, ceiling traps, floor traps, blocking out traps, explosive kegs, stuff like that. It truly shows how you can mix and match some stuff to get some really good high scores and some really nice, special, fun and pretty much explosive action for you. So look forward, got a lot of videos coming out. If you've got any suggestions for any videos you'd like to see, whether they're for the How Not to Play series, or whether you want to see certain videos off of certain games that I might have, simply let me know and I'll be more than happy to message you back about whether I will be up for doing that or not. So that's pretty much what I'm planning to do schedule wise for the next few weeks. Well, next few videos at least. Hey! And last but not least, this is just for capping to everything really. So, if anyone is interested, I have completed my second year at university now and have 1 year left. Boom! It is friggin' awesome. I know now what I want to do after I come out of university, so I'm really happy with how the uni course has been going. I'm really looking forward to how third year is going to go, and I'm really looking forward to getting some really badass work done and showing my work off to potential employers in the gaming industry. Cross fingers. As well as the university course, I know what I want to do afterwards. Afterwards, I want to be more of a narratologist. What a narratologist is, in case you don't know, is basically the guys that work on story within the video games. So it could be an entire storyline of a video game, it could be a character's background, it could be, like in an MMO, it could be an entire quest line around this one item. Like, it could be unique backgrounds on certain bits of scenery and certain items and certain people. Narrative just interests me a hell of a lot, and I love narrative to bitch. To bitch? Yeah. No, I love it to bits. So I really want to go into that sector of video games, and I'm really passionate about it. I really love what narrative is all about, quite frankly. As well as that, I am also working on my own book series. Yes, I am actually thinking of becoming an author on the sidelines of all this. I'm currently making a prelude story to my first series of books, which is simply titled Those Four. I will hopefully make a video in the future if you guys would like it. Of course. Going into more detail about Those Four, as in the book series, and give you more of an idea as to what the storyline's about, who the characters are, what's the whole premise, who are the bad guys, that sort of thing. But I'm really passionate about it. I've had this idea around my head in 5 years, and I've only just been able to put it down on paper now. I've really just been writing on it, and I've been working on it for ages, so can't wait to see how that goes. But if you do want to know how that is, just simply let me know as well, and I'll be more than happy to share. And with that personal jargon out of the way, that's the end of my first audio log of the Xcast. Thank you very much for joining in. I hope you have a very lovely day. And until next time, guys, goodbye fellow gamers, goodbye. And I'll be seeing all of you guys in the world of gaming next time. Have a nice day, folks.